Hey everybody.
Good morning, Adam and Sarah here, the Green Executive. Hope you're doing well.
Hello.
Something I want to talk about, and we may have mentioned it over the years before, but it's really important, is are you charging for your logistics and drive time somehow? Are you charging for that? So what I really want to discuss is I always say that, hey, I'm in St. Louis. I can go to Alaska and do a landscape job if the customer's willing to pay me and my crew and my equipment to go there. So you need to be charging for your drive time. I don't care if it's
But how?
10
can you
minutes
do that?
away, if it's 30 minutes away, you need to be calculating that into your estimates.
You either include the hours, or if you're not including the hours of that drive time, the load time, all of that gathering up for that client, if you're not including the hours in how long it's going to take and what you're gonna charge your client for, then you need to have a higher hourly rate. So you either need to have one or the other. Include the hours that it takes to prepare and get to that client and back, or you need to have a hourly rate that's high enough to compensate for it. So in your formula, however you figured out your hourly rate. So if it was just saying, hey, that's what my colleagues are charging, we get it, we've been there, but there is a better way. You really need to know your costs. And if you get into figuring out your costs and what you need to be charging, somewhere in that formula, you need to compensate yourself for the lost time. So that lost time, it can be as little as like breaks, meetings, forgotten stuff. It can be low, or it can be a lot higher if you're not charging the hours for your drive and load time. So you have to make sure you're compensating for that in your formula somewhere, at least a little bit for that lost time that's always going to be chalked up to meetings, breaks, things like that, or a lot of that lost time if you're not charging your clients directly for that drive, load, unload, that sort of thing.
The customer doesn't have to see that per se, but you need to account for it in your estimate to the customer. So be thinking about, hey, like for us, one example that really takes a lot of time is when we go pick up sod. When we go and pick up sod down at our supplier, sometimes there's 3 or 4 vendor or other contractors in front of us, and that takes a lot longer in order for us to get the sod and then get to the job site from there. When I'm estimating the job for the customer, I am thinking about, on average, how long is it taking us to go and get the sod, wait in line, and then go to the customer's job site.
And on that note, maybe you should have sod delivered.
There you go. Either which way, you want to charge the delivery to the customer, right? So be thinking about those things that are actually waste and that is taking away at your profitability in your company.
Okay.
Until next week, see ya.
Bye.
Bye everybody.